Yeah, at least I'm also in the same page like you. I feel that I'm not in control of my life. However, as researchers, we have the opportunity we have the agency to design computers that control our bodies. So I'm Don Samita Elvitigala from Monash University, assistant professor. So today I'm going to talk our paper grand challenges around designing computers control over our bodies on behalf of all our co-authors. Some of them are here. So allow me to present our paper. So before going into computers that control our bodies, it is important to identify what is the traditional paradigm of interaction. So we have this controller-responder paradigm. So we as users sending control sequence to computers using keyboards, mouse, and then the computer response based on those commands. But now, with the advancement of human augmentation and human-computer integration, we have seen there are many of these controlling interfaces coming into our experience. So, for example, by using EMS, we can control our hands to play games, and then we can control our vestibular galvanic system to stimulate our balance, control our balance, and then using EMS to control facial expression, so you can feel someone else's feelings, and then finally some haptic special haptic sensations so you can evoke involuntary laughter. So these are some of the interfaces that control your body. So we thought that it is high time for us to come together as experts and then identify some of the grand challenges that we have to solve in next 10 years, and then create some sort of a coherent research agenda for this field. So to do this, we gathered in Dachstuhl. So Dachstuhl is it's a castle in Germany, in a beautiful village. And so Dachstuhl seminars are prestigious seminars organized by computer scientists to discuss specific computer science topics. So we 24 international experts gathered, and then similar to previous efforts in SCI, for example, sports SCI, we identified some grand challenges. So the specific methodology that we followed, so I'm not going into deep into that methodology, you can read it in our paper. But today, as you already noticed, I want to discuss some of these grand challenges using a controlling interface that we designed recently. So this is an exoskeleton, so I took some photos today morning. So it has two modes. One is assistance mode, which means when I'm walking, it gives me some sort of assistance, and then the next one is the resistance mode, which means it gives some extra resistance for me when I'm walking, and then I need to do extra effort, so it burns my calorie more. So we create a controlling mechanism. I will talk about it later, how we create that controlling mechanism. So before going into that, we need to understand what are the perspectives on control over bodies. So we identified several perspectives: interaction-oriented perspective, goal-oriented perspective, and embodied experiential perspective. In this design, we are looking, we have a goal-oriented perspective. So to understand that, so we need to understand what are the motivations to control over our body. So one is gaining new abilities. You can design controls to gain new abilities, gaining superpowers, like in the Immopal example that I explained to you. So you can feel someone else's feelings, so that you feel like you're having a superpower. Then Marve will ensure that you are not going crazy, and then she will ensure my safety as well. Okay? Yeah. So meanwhile, I'll talk some of the grand challenges. So we had 4 grand challenges: technology, design, ethics, and users. So I'm going to talk one by one, then explain some of the interesting grand challenges that we identified. Okay. So wearability of actuators. So you can see, so it's wearable for a certain extent, but it still has big actuators. So here we found a lot of big actuators, and also we found the battery here is real big. So it's not completely wearable. So it adds some sort of a fatigueness to your body, so it's not completely wearable. And then I'm not sure that it's need a lot of time to solve these sort of problems. So it's not gonna. It's a challenge that we have to face. Right now I don't have answers, but we identified that's a challenge. So wearability. And then the aesthetically pleasing actuator. So it also comes with the wearability, So you can see, so it's not really aesthetically pleasing, so there's a reason that why I wear this suit with this, so you can see, so it's not aesthetically pleasing, and it changes my body shape, and then also my colleague Mafe worn it inside her dress, but you can still see it's not visible, but also it's changing your body form. So we wear this around, I mean, we wear this in front of people and then outside, and then sometimes people even judging us because it's not really aesthetically pleasing. And then ensuring safety, that's really important. So at once when we experiencing this body controlling device, there's one occasion that it changes suddenly from assistance to resistance mode, and then I was almost tipped off and fell. So it's really important to ensure safety, and then right now what Martha is doing is also something that ensuring my safety. So she's looking at your controlling sequences and then make sure that I'm not really get affected badly from your controlling. And then evaluation framework. So that's one of the things that very important in controlling devices, because the traditional evaluation framework is not going to work in this scenario. For example, the way that I am experienced might not the same way that someone who's actually experiencing this device. And also there are some negative effects that can be experienced as well. For example, right now you have this battery pack is really give you some sort of an extra fatigueness. So if I wear it for a long time, it might give you some sort of a back pain. So that's a negative effect. So we need to evaluate those sort of negative effects as well. Yeah, finally, call for actions. So there are several things that I want to highlight. So explore these grand challenges. That's the only way that we can identify whether these grand challenges are really challenges, and also sometimes you will also find new challenges because our challenges are not the final list for sure. And then share that new knowledge with our community. So these are the action items that I want to highlight today. And then if you want to try this out, we will have this jogging at Kai event on Tuesday. So we are really happy to give it to you and then try it out and then see whether you can keep your heart rate at a certain level all the time. And then we will make sure your safety. Our researchers here. And then yeah, that's all for today. Thank you so much. And then we also recruit PhD students and visiting interns in these areas. Please contact me or one of our co-authors. Yeah, they will help you. Yeah, that's all. Thank you very much.